Dear students, in this video today we shall learn about how to divide one integer by another integer. You know that division is the reverse process of multiplication, and you know how to multiply one integer by another integer. You know that minus 3 into 2, it gives you minus 6. So if I write this as a division statement, how can I write? I can write 6 divided by minus 3 gives you 2. Or I can also write 6 divided by 2 equal to minus 3. Okay. Let's take another example. Minus 8 equal to minus 5. This gives you 40. Here I have minus 6 rather, and here also I have minus 6. Okay, minus 6 divided by minus 3 equal to 2. Minus 6 divided by 2 equal to minus 3. Now minus 8 into minus 5, it gives you 40. That means if we divide 40 by minus 8, it gives you minus, and 40 divided by minus 5, it gives you minus 8, right? So in this way we can divide one integer by another integer, and from this you can see, if we divide any positive integer by any positive integer, already you know it is positive. Here if we divide positive integer by any negative integer, you get a negative integer. If we divide positive or negative integer by any positive integer, again we get negative integer, and negative integer divided by negative integer, it gives you positive integer. Okay. That means if we divide 8 by 2, it gives you 4. If you divide 8 by minus 2, what do you get? Minus 4. If you divide minus 8 by 2, what do you get? Minus 4. And if we divide minus 8 by minus 2, you get plus 4. Okay. So this is how we can divide integers. Now let's look for some of the properties of integers. Okay. As you have learned different properties like your closure property, commutative, associative, distributive, etc. If we think of about closure property, you know, when we divide any integer, okay, minus 8 divided by minus 4, it gives you 4. But what about minus 8 divided by 3? Will it give you any integer? It is minus 8 by 3, and it is not an integer. So here we got integer, but here we did not get any integer. That means when we divide one integer by another integer, it is not necessary that we shall get an integer. That means division of integers are or don't follow closure property. Okay. So it does not follow closure property. Now let's think about your commutative property. What about this one? I am taking the same example. Minus 2 gives you 4. Now if I take minus 2 and divide it by minus 8. What is the answer? You know it is minus 2 by minus 8, that is equal to 1 by 4. So you see answer are different. That means minus 8 divided by minus 2 is not equal to minus 2 divided by minus 8. So they are not the same. That means they do not follow, division of integers does not follow commutativity. Okay. So it does not satisfy the property of commutativity. Now, what about when we divide an integer by 1? You know minus 3 divided by 1, it gives you minus 3 only. Minus 5 divided by 1, it gives you minus 5 only. That means if you divide any integer by 1, you get the same integer. Okay. So when we divide an integer by 1, we get the same integer. Okay. Now, what about division by 0? You see, when we divide any integer by 0, it gives you the value 0. 0 divided by minus 15 gives you 0. But minus 2 divided by 0, what is the answer? Actually, it has no answer. We cannot say it does not exist. It does not exist. Okay. That means we cannot divide minus 2 by 0. It has no meaning. When we say minus 2 divided by 0, it has actually no meaning. Similarly, minus 2 or minus 15 divided by 0, it has also no meaning. So it does not exist. Okay. So today we learned how to divide one integer by another integer, and I think you have understood the division of integer. So thank you. Meet again in the next video.